very late. I had trouble with my auto rotation in this phone. I had it done and somehow it went back. So I'm so sorry. I think I'm on. I don't have all the settings in here, but I'm on. I didn't even put my picture. So hello everyone that's here. I am, yeah, I'm on. Great. Yes, I'm about 5 minutes late. I am so sorry. I had trouble because this phone decided to go back to not auto rotate, and my live stream will not go on without it. Now my phone is kind of tilted. I am sorry. Thank you. Hi, Jess. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me tell Sarah because she was worried. I was telling her that I was having trouble. Hold on, I'm gonna go tell Sarah. Just a minute. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, yep, I'm here. Oh, there, I'm on. I mean, okay, got it. Okay, good. I'm here. Hi, Kim. Hi, Jess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am late, but I am here. I was trying since what? This is even not good. Wait. I need to fix this thing. Ever since I got a new phone, it's like I cannot get anything straight. Whew, I made it. How's everybody doing? How is your Wednesday going? Oh, I still don't know, and for the life of me, I cannot figure it out. I don't know how to program a live stream and actually click on it and go live. I cannot do it. That's why I don't program my live streams, because I can, when I program it and I try to go in, it just goes into a different one. So it's still so immature when it comes to live streaming. Hi Kate, how you doing? Okay, so where is my other book? Now I missed it. This is not what I was gonna color. Let me go find it. Where did I put it? Oh gosh, hold on. I'm gonna go get my book. Okay, so this is actually what I'm gonna be coloring for a while. All right. This one is only if we get ahead of this one, and then we can color on this one. Alrighty then. I was, yes, it does. Thank you, Kim. I am always making a mess. I don't know. I cannot, for the life of me, keep my pages clean. Anybody else does that? Look at this. Okay, thank you, Jess. That means a lot coming from you, because you make some beautiful stuff. So, okay. I am coming from a high of my video yesterday, which I am so excited. I'm so excited because I made a video that I posted yesterday, and that video has been getting a lot of attention. What is your pencil combo? Okay, so for the hair, I am doing polychromos, and I'm using the darker one is 168 caput mortium, and then 188, and then 186 and 187. So that's how I'm going, like from dark to light us with a touch of, I think this one it has a touch of red. That's why it looks kind of like a touch of red. And the skin was done with soft oil pastels. So I don't have my soft oil pastels here to show you what I did. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about because I'm coming from a good high of a video that I posted yesterday that is getting a lot of attention. Was it yesterday for the, it was, I don't remember if it was yesterday or if it was Monday. It's been over 24 hours, so I think I have written down good. So I am, yes, please do, because I don't do those things. Anyway, so I made the video about soft oil pastels, and that video is getting a lot of attention. It's gotten me about 21 people subscribed to my channel due to the video, and I'm super excited. So I've been chatting with Sarah, which is here in the chat, Sarah Griffin, and I came out with an idea. Yes, it is Wednesday. Hi, Auntie Chris. I came out with an idea. And I ran it through my bestie, Sarah, about, what to go about it, because a lot of people are asking about my, the video. And they're wanting me to tell them more about it. So I came out with the idea of making a series. What do you guys think? And the series is called Masterings of All Pastels, because you can only show what you actually love. When it's not, it doesn't come out of love, it just doesn't come out the same. So because I do love this medium, I am thinking about doing a series and having at least one episode a week. And it's called Mastering Soft Oil Pastels, and concentrated about 30 minutes on one aspect of the coloring. Like one day it will be 30 minutes and it will be like a skin, like dark skin, like this one, how to do dark skin with soft oil pastels, and how to go about like doing the whole thing, like the whole skin with pencils on top and everything. What do you guys think of that? Because I am excited. I am super excited. Like I said, I'm coming from a high of the video that I posted, which has gotten so many good people starting to following me, and I was kind of like stuck. Excited. Hell yeah. Sarah's excited too. I know we've been talking about this because my channel was kind of like stuck for a while, and this is like making it take off again. So I'm excited about that. Hi, Janet. Hi, my girls. How are all my girls in here? I love seeing you all here. Jeanette, Kim, Jess, Auntie Chris. Hi, Illis. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me on a Wednesday afternoon. Nora. Hi, Nora. Where's Mimi? There she is. Hi, Mimi. I'm sorry I missed you. I need to do this. Hi, Ambient. Auntie Chris says, I think it's a great idea. Neko Simin also did an all pastel video that day. Between the two of you, I couldn't stop myself from doing a page in all pastels that night. I did see the video from Neko Simin and Simi, and yes, she approached it in a different way than I did, and I loved her video. I loved her. And which I'm gonna try some of those techniques, because she definitely approached it differently. And let me see, everybody's talking so fast I can't see. Hold on. Janet says, did you see I had tried a face with soft pastels? Well, started anyway. No, Janet, I haven't seen that. Nora says, I did post the Predator versus Prey, by the way, Antichrist. Good. Ellis, am I the only one here who isn't a lady? Well, you're welcome. I love it that you're not a lady. Welcome, welcome, welcome here. Um, I did a mermaid that too, says Sarah. And I'm just loving all these people that are doing these things with soft pastels. And you know, the thing is that it is a very affordable medium. Okay, let's see. Got an invasion because of the weather. Oh no, I do hate ants too. Hi, Nif. Hi, hi, hi. Janet says, I will put it in Discord again. I need to figure out how to log in again to Discord because I don't know. Just send it to me on Instagram because I can't get into Discord. Mandy, hi. How you doing? She says, hey, Adri, how are you doing today? I am doing great. I am doing very well. Thank you. Uh, in between, oh no. Helen, hi, my girl. How's my girl? Um, okay, oh, that's a dark skin. It's gorgeous, says Helen. Thank you. I'm good just coloring. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this because I can't see what I'm doing and you guys can't see what I'm doing, so this one are polychromos. Usually I use polychromos as a layering, but I'm not layering it in this time. I am smushing. I'm smushing because I'm not gonna have the patience to do that. Not today. Ambien says the ants are going after the wet cat food, so I have to clean it up. Oh yes, yes, I know that's a horrible way to deal with ants and roaches, and oh, that makes my skin curl. Okay, and let me sharpen these two. I sent a message on Instagram. I only started it, but I will do more later. Okay, I'll check my other phone in a minute so I can show everybody. I was actually going to do this one with purple hair. I think I talked about it yesterday on Lucy's live stream, but I decided against it. I decided against it because I thought it would be too much. Like it would be, yeah, like it will overpower everything. It will not balance it. That's how I felt. Okay. I'll check the message on Instagram in a minute. Is Janet, okay? I'm being okay. Brittany says hello, everyone. Hi, Brittany. Color Bumblebee purple will be awesome, but this is stunning. She looks so naturally beautiful. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought purple, it will be too much. Yes, it will be like out on your face and it will be really good, but it will be too much. And I really wanted something that will balance her out. And like I said, I'm not layering in this time. I usually layer, and I didn't want to do this part with this hair with soft pastels because it's so many curls that in different shades of these colors that I didn't want to. Um, it would be too much to do it on soft pastel. You could do it, but it won't be faster. And the point here is to not to take that much time. Um, Bernice, what I asked what coloring book this image you're coloring from. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Okay, so I am coloring from Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. And I'm loving this book. This is a book, a gift from my bestie, Sarah. Let's see. Just says, yes, Ellen, I added the combo to my palette kit so I can reference in the future. Good. I need to sign up for the palette kit. I just haven't done it. And it's probably not going to happen until end of the year. I'm not in the budget for anything right now. I mean, literally anything right now. So many issues with so many things that are popping up last minute, things that I had no idea were coming. I'm having to deal with. That I literally cannot spend $1 anymore. I had to save every penny. Okay. Yeah, it's Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. Real thing, just cancel palette. I cancel palette kit as I only have a couple of combos. Yeah, she's added intense pencils now. Good. Brittany says, my mom and I currently live in an apartment in one of many apartment buildings that have been here since the 80s, but it's one on a hill and it has insects inside. Oh no. Oh, sorry to hear that, Brittany. Ambient says, just deleted scores of save palettes on my phone. I am having to make a lot of room from uploading and exploring sporting videos. I ended up, because I have a new phone, so I ended up um, turning off the option of uploading, like backing up to the cloud, because that was driving me crazy. That was literally driving me crazy. Every time I filmed it, and I will have the pop up, you don't have any more room, and you need to, and it wasn't my phone, it was actually this silly cloud that was doing that to me. Oh, okay, I got really behind in the chat. Hold on. I have to say now I can go crazy in September. You, great for you, Alex. You can go crazy. Um, okay, I need to get a new phone, and I'm looking at 17E. What is an iPhone? I just got a new phone, so I'm good on that. But I needed to delete or to turn off the option of backing up to the cloud. That's what I ended up doing. Because one, I'm not gonna pay for extra storage, and two, It kept on doing every few days. It was, you don't have any room. You need to upgrade, or we're gonna delete your account. Da 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 da. Um, let's see. Jess says, Adri, are you getting on better with your new phone and live streaming now? Well, that was my difficult today. And it was my new phone that it decided to go back to not auto rotate the phone. And that's why I was late. So I was trying to find it in the settings and it was kind of hidden. And finally, I found it. It took me like 5-6 minutes to find the setting where it will auto rotate. And once I did that, I was able to go live because without auto rotation, YouTube won't let you do it if you want to go in landscape. And that was my problem. I couldn't go live because I couldn't rotate the phone. And I couldn't rotate the phone because that setting was turned off. Let me see who else is in here. Oh, so Emil says she's getting an iPhone 17. That's great. 268 gigabytes. Great. And Millie says, new phone, who this? Hi, Lucy, my girl, you're here. Amazing. I love to have you here. And see, Ambulance gets, see, I paid $2.99 for extra storage, which I don't mind. I don't want to pay 1 penny. And it's not because I'm cheap. It's because I don't think we need to do that. When in the world before did we have to pay? Why now everybody's making us pay for things that we used before? I that gets me upset. And that's why I'm not paying. So I turn off that backing up. And I don't care because I don't have anything there that I need to back up. And if I do, I just connect my phone to my laptop and I can store it there. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I just had to rotate a clip YouTube create, so that was a that was a milestone. We pay for extra for the cloud for all the photos and laptop backups. Yeah, I'm not paying. Alex says, oh, that is not fun. I had to tilt my phone slightly upwards to get it into the right orientation. Right, that's what I had to do. Jess says, completely agree with Adri. Monthly added costs for storage is just crazy to me. I just refuse. Right, I refuse to. I will not pay. And if I need to stop the cloud, like not to upload anything to the cloud, that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to pay anything, 1 penny, to these companies that are already making billions of money on us. We're already paying super expensive prices for phones, and we're paying, like, the more storage we want on the phone, the expensive the phone can be. And then on top of that, they want us to spend money on storage. No, 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 no. Helen says, I found that WhatsApp took so much storage and it is automatically stored anything that person sends to you. Yeah, you can turn that off too. I did that. I hear that, Adri. Hello, L. I had over 1,000 photos, so I'm deleting a lot, like all my selfies, all the save bank pages. Yeah. Helen says, oh my gosh, I pay for extra Google storage as I have so many pictures. You don't really need to. You don't believe how many pictures it fits in your phone. It's just because it's trying to back it up, and that's why it's giving you that message. Helen says, I agree, Adri. I use SSD drives, hard drives. Yeah, me too. So no, you do not need to pay Google or Apple or any of them because they're already billionaires. They're making so much money out of us. I am now stress eating because my GI doctor only gave me name for 2 prescribed medications. I'm so sorry, Brittany. Millie says, everything is getting so much more expensive. Like I bought a new PC in December 2024 to avoid the price hikes and honestly, I'm good with tech. Good. Steam sells all the way down. Helen says, and I pay extra for Apple storage. No, 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 not happening on my clock. Not happening. Not happening. See, I got really behind. Lucy says, I pay for YouTube Premium, Janet, but that's pretty much the only thing I pay because I hate ads. Yep, me too, Lucy. I don't pay for a premium anything. And it's not that I'm cheap because people might say, oh, you're cheap, you just don't want to pay. No, first of all, I live on a budget. I cannot have all that stuff. I had to understand my budget, and I had to balance my budget just by myself. Nobody's coming here to pay my bills, so I had to do it. And I can live without things. They're not important. Ella says, I also have YouTube Premium for music and for no ads. But Lucy said, but I don't pay for streaming services anymore. I have Disney Plus and Amazon Prime because they are fully included in my internet provider contract. Good. Auntie says, Adri, the coppery red hair is lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Chris. And Janet says, yes, Lucy, us too, but I won't pay Amazon or Netflix. I have Amazon Prime through my daughter. So I use her Amazon Prime. I don't have Netflix. And when I want to watch something, I have the option here in Colombia to pay just one month. And then I pay 1 month, I catch up with whatever I want to watch, and then it just automatically cancels. I don't have to renew anything or cancel it myself. And see, yes, it's not being cheap for me, is the principle correct? You know, when I lived in the United States, and for those that live in the United States, and I had a cousin that would tell me, you're cheap because you don't want to do that. You know, when I lived in Texas, there is a lot of tollways, okay? Tollways. And I refuse to go to the tollway. I'm like, no, I'm going to take the freeway. And that's why they're called freeways in the United States, okay? And I said, no, I'm going to take the freeway, and I'm not going to pay for a toll that I don't really need to pay. And she's like, but we get faster. Not really. People don't get faster. Everybody's going through that tollway, and it gets really a lot of traffic. So I would not do that. And I would rather spend 15 more minutes, if sometimes, on a freeway than to pay the tollway. See, I got really behind. And Lucy says, yeah, Jess, I paid before because there were no ads. Now they profit from ads and from us. Yes, no way. Instead of, okay, Lucy says, I hate ads, Atlanta, so I had to pay and switch and still watch ads. You know, I know you don't really have a choice but to have Amazon, but I'm now on an experiment to see if I can live without Amazon. They take me off one too many times. They have taken me off. Oof, badly. I don't want to deal with them, but like you said, I have no choice. I had to have Amazon. The good thing is that I'm not paying for Amazon Prime. It's my daughter that's paying for Amazon Prime. But still, I try not to order anything from Amazon if I don't actually need it. Like right now, I'm pissed off. Like I'm so upset because I order my ink from my printer. I have black ink, but I need the color ink. And I ordered it over a month ago, and it still hasn't shipped. And I'm about to just go ahead and cancel it. It's just, what's going on with Amazon? Okay. Kim says, I understand, Lucy. Here in the States, there are so many other options. You know, I hear that that Walmart has better options now than Amazon in the USA. That's what I heard. I can't do Walmart over here. Okay. In the United States, the Amazon competitor will be Walmart. I think so. I used to use Walmart when I lived there. Uh, Alex says, okay, I really need to sleep now. I had to work tonight. Good night. Oh, good night, Alex. That's right. It's very late when you are. Okay. Kim says, my neighbor uses Walmart Deliver a lot. Yeah, I used to do it. Not even, well, can. Walmart don't even deliver here. They don't do international. I wish they would because I would get so many good things from Walmart. Um, Millie says, I really do need to make more effort to stop using Amazon. I'm not sure the big box stores are much better though. Yeah. I mean, I don't regret living in Colombia, but one of the things that I do feel like is not good, especially because I'm used to so many things from the United States, is that I don't get many things that I used to get there. Okay. Somebody sent me a message. Okay. There are other options like Walmart and Home Depot, but I get half off Prime and early Amazon points on Fetch and other app. Mm-hmm. Like I say, those apps could be good if you are living in the United States. But if you don't live in the United States, then that can get really tricky. Okay, let me see. Mayor pickup? I never heard of that one. Oh, it's a local company in Michigan. Okay. Yeah, not everyone can afford other options. It stinks. Capitalism. Yeah, Millie. Capitalism. Um, just came. I try buying local whenever I can. I don't even own a car, so I try getting all I can in walking distance. That's exactly what I do, Lucy. Everything I do is within walking distance. When I buy something here in Colombia that I need, or like my groceries or whatever, other necessities that I can get here, I go walking. And because everything for me is so close here. Let me read. I got behind Amazon wish list for. I have Amazon wish list for stuff I want, but I always go to Blick website first. I want to build a list of books, marks, or various booksellers and publishers, but I haven't gotten that to that yet. I mean, it says for me, Amazon is a thing like a pet food, household items, dry goods, essentials like bras and underwear. Yeah. Um, yeah, Bertie says I found a really good deal on my cat's Purina Pro Sensitive Skin and Stomach Toner oatmeal for 10.49 for 4 cases and 3 ounces a can of wet cat food. Compare paying 44 for paying, and yeah, you can find good deals. Yeah, I buy stuff that I cannot get here. Like if I want something that's quality, not that Colombia doesn't have quality, they do. It's just that because I live in a small town, I will have to go to a bigger city to find other things that I really really consider quality. Um, so that's why I use Amazon. But lately I haven't been using Amazon that much because it's, getting me so upset. Amazon has made so many mistakes with me that I'm truly really trying not to use Amazon. I better order on Temu now than to order on Amazon. Wow, I got really behind. Uh, Kim's okay. So Jeanette said we live in the countryside with no buses or and have to travel to see family a lot. So we have a car. Today we fill the body with food for the weekend. Good. Kim says I love Blake when I can get supplies on my local store, especially for open stock pencils. Yeah. Okay. Millie says we have artists and craftsmen nearby-ish, but I do wish we have a bit closer to than Boston. So you live around Boston, huh? Hmm. Man, Nora, I'm getting so behind. Um, let's see, ambient right, AC, so there is no right or wrong universal choice regarding Amazon shopping online or offline. Nora says here in the Netherlands we have BOL, which is older than Amazon and offers the same. I shop there mostly. Good. Kim says, I think the nearest Blick is in Detroit, which is over an hour away and a possible driving nightmare. Oh, I hate driving when it comes to big cities. Especially if I don't know the city, I hate driving. If I know the city, I actually do love driving. I miss driving. That's one of the things I miss because I don't drive here. I don't have a car. Okay. There's only the best you can do. I stopped shopping at Walmart 20 years ago, and And I know I was only able to make that choice because I have the privilege of shopping elsewhere. Yeah. Millie says, yeah, Portland, Maine is about my speed for city driving. Any bigger and I get really anxious. Yeah, I can drive in a city that I don't know. I mean, I can. Like I used to when I was working for the engineering company, I was in Texas and they were out of New Jersey. So I will have to go there and they will rent me a car. Like I will arrive at the airport and they will rent me a car and I will have to drive from the airport to the office. And in New Jersey, in Trenton. They're in Trenton, New Jersey. And I hated it. Like especially in the winter, I hated it. Like I was so anxious. And not because I cannot drive because I'm a good driver, but because it gets me anxious that I don't know if I'm gonna get lost. If I'm not paying good attention, then I might take the wrong turn. And even with GPS, it just my nerves will start making me shake. Oh, oh, okay. Already, I'm getting messages from downstairs that I got something. Mm. So how do you guys think of this hair? Okay, let's see. Because one of my dearest friends has built a nice life for herself working for Walmart, and my son in theory has a steady and growing career at Amazon. Humanity is plural. I used to be employed by a company that now belongs to Amazon. Just as it's all the lane changes in big cities that stress me out, and there's not a quick way to correct any mistakes. Right, and I think that is what makes me nervous in a city that I don't know. It is that it's like all of a sudden it's like you need to turn right here, turn right, and you're like you didn't give me enough notice, and I didn't change lanes, and now I can because there is like 10 cars coming behind me and coming around me, and I can. So that stresses me out. Let's see. I think I need to do this. I was done with his hair. I had to, I had rent to pay, etc. So people had to make a living. Working for nonprofits was a privilege of my youth. We all have our opinions, popular or not, right? The hair is fire, fire. Yes, she's on fire. I think I'm gonna make the flower like a really light color. I cannot put any more dark on this page. It says, or Google Maps tells you to go in the wrong lane where you need to be turning. Right. Right. Dawn, hi. No, you're not late. No, it's okay. You're never late. You're always on time. You're a lady. You're a diva. You can come in at any time. What makes me nervous about driving Detroit is that everyone is doing that a minimum is 80 miles per hour. And if you're doing 80, you better not be in one of those left lanes. Yeah. Work camps as antiquaries and businesses are in the business of businesses regarding the owner politics. This is why I don't believe in corporate personhood. Yeah. I was thinking a very light orange, almost yellow color for the flower. I was thinking, it was a similar thought, but I was thinking like a creamy, and I could actually do that with all pastels, like a very creamy light color, and then come on top with pencils to make it light, like as light as it can. Um, Gonna gonna lark says ambient, so I can focus on cleaning my kitchen. Go and clean away, my girl. Clean away. Hold on, I need to start doing this here. Yeah, because she's on fire. So I cannot put any more vibrant colors on this. Um, Audrey, are you using Prismas? I can't quite tell. No, I'm using polychromos here. See if I can show you better. Let me see. Oh. Polychromos. And the combination is 169, 187, 186, and 188. I'm using them like Prismas, but I'm not using Prismas because I'm smushing. And this is not the way I use polychromos. But I am doing it because I don't want to layer this hair. It will be too much. Okay. Kim says the Kim is amazing. Thank you, amazing. Thank you, Kim. Millie, I need my eyes checked. Nice picture, says Dawn. She's absolutely stunning. Silo? Arctic Silo? Hi! I don't know if I'm saying the name right. Is the shading on the skin pencils? No, the skin is soft oil pastels. Actually don't have any pencils on her skin. Okay, let me see. Just as I have a dilemma. I really want to color this page with you, but I also want to finish the page I'm working. But I can't do two things at once. Oh my girl, I don't know what to tell you. Gonna be honest, I wish you color with me, but you need to do whatever feels good for you. Whatever you need to finish, if you feel like you need to finish the other one, but I would really love if you work on this with me. Sarah says, tell us about the series again. Yes, but related to Amazon Adry, yes, other creators, will you ever remove your Amazon wishlist from your channel page or replace with multiple wishlists from various other business? To answer that, I had to say I cannot put any other thing in my wish list because of my location. That is my biggest problem, is my location. If I were to live in the United States, I probably would put something else, but I can't. Let me see. Mila says, I'll be lurking if I get two. I'll be lucky if I get 2 pages done this month. Just as I think I'll finish the greenery, then jump over. Yes, that's perfectly fine for me. This is why I stain my pencils, my pages, because I put my pencils and whatever right on top of it. I need to stop that habit. So Sarah was saying that she wants me to talk more about the new series that's coming on my channel. Hopefully it'll be ready by next week. And it's a series on soft oil pastels. And a lot of people has been asking, especially since my video came out from I think it was a couple days ago, a video came out about how I use soft oil pastels and how it changed the way I'm coloring. And so I'm going to make a series to explain everything I do with soft oil pastels and how I do it. Dawn, hi, welcome. Just as I think for me, the answer would be no, just because it's used globally and understood. Is also the only way I know of sharing something without sharing your address, right? Hi, Deborah. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I don't. One is because, first of all, let's get one thing clear. My Amazon wish list almost never work. I think it was Helen that was trying to send me something and it wasn't working. So I don't even know why I have it there because nobody can really send me anything. And it's mainly, I think, is because it's things that I want, and sometimes people say, "Hey, I saw this or that," and in this place or in this other place, and then I can go and look at it and maybe get it. And my kids do see my list, and sometimes they just give me a gift card so I can buy things out of my wish list. So my wish list is, and I try gifting somebody else out of a wish list, and I couldn't do it. So I had no idea how that works or why it doesn't work or anything. Uh, Helen says yes, it was hard. See, she even says it's not an easy thing. And my friend is messaging me who's just come out of the relationship. Oh gosh. Almost done with his hair. I still haven't published mine. My channel page says basically if you're getting rid of something that I like, DM me for mailing info or ask me for wish list if you really want it. Actually, I should put that because my wish list doesn't work. It doesn't work. Um, hey Jess, do you want me to do a body on this one? You said you're gonna work on it, but we never been bodies on anything. Can you be a body? I mean, I don't do body colors, but if I'm already working on something and you're already working on something, why not be bodies? Would you be my body? Yes, let's do it. I was thinking the same thing. Great mind things alike. Yeah, to be clear, I don't do body colors other than, what I have already programmed for the month. And that's because I never know what I'm going to color. And also because my life could get hectic from one moment to another, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to do something. Like I know that I don't know if I can finish my Aladdin page for my body color with body color group that belongs to Polly and our stuff. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to finish. I started it, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it. One, because sometimes I just don't have the desire, and two, because this month is been hectic. I had so many things that I need to do that is so hectic. Janet says for the collaboration with Wendy. Oh, you finished the page Enchanted Earth for the collaboration with Wendy. Yes, that's great. I'm sure I should have added more finishing touches, but I'm satisfied. Good. I'll get back into the chat in a second. I want to finish this section. Um, Kim says, Jeanette, which pet did you have? Oh, okay. This is I'll get back to the chat in a second. I'm going to finish this section of the hair so I can start on the flower. Okay, so let me read the chat. Auntie Chris says, that's why I was freaked out when I received an anonymous Amazon package a couple of weeks ago. I only share my wish list with 2 people. Neither of them will have sent me Amazon printed books that nobody ever heard of. It turned out to be my sister. Oh, good. Hi, Angela. Hi. Welcome. I'm glad you're hanging out with us today. Okay. Okay. Let's go with this one. Okay. And the last one. Hair is done. Let me read the chat. Okay. Lucy says, Janet, today I am on a mission to finish my Enchanted Earth collab page. Good. Angela says, I just seen 17 new Colors pencils. I heard about that. I did. I heard that there is 17 new colors coming in August. Again, those are going to have to wait for me. Hair is done, guys. I'm so happy. I want also to finish my group body magical worlds page tonight, but that I can finish tomorrow if I don't have the energy to finish it. And this is Lucy, you're going great guns last night. I didn't get to finish your live stream yesterday. But the Enchanted Earth has to be done today, and I'm feeling super guilty for not finishing that one yet. Auntie Chris says nothing's wrong with flat coloring. And I want to get the one for Claire Roulette tomorrow, so I get done in a day. Then we need to child prepare the house. Jess says, oh, so that I will bring in the woomers to around 150. That's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. That the woomers will end up being 150. Let's get to work on her flower. In the flower, I'm going to do soft pastels. Lucy says, I just can't help myself with the marker blending, but I think the result is the same if you add the details with pencils later instead of blending with markers, but I don't know for sure. It's rare for me to use alcohol markers. Sarah says, wow, she looks beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. Sharon says, I barely made it. Data issues. Don't worry, my girl. Flat coloring is fine. Yes, it is, Lucy, and everybody that's been saying that. Dawn says, nice picture you doing. Just says, hopefully that means they'll do a set of all unique 150 colors. Yeah, I use my woomers a lot. And, oh, I need to go get me, hold on, I need to go get me a pad to clean those, let me see, to clean the debris, the stuff that's, you know, contaminated this. I'll go get it. Hold on. Real quick. I think I left it in the bedroom. Hold on. Okay, I don't know where I left the little one, so I'm gonna have to bring this big one. Let's see. Wow, I forgot the clearest challenges, Lucy. I have to go get going on that one too. Just as I finished my grenade, time to bring out the page, this page to color with you. Yay! And Cher says, I haven't been able to stay online more than 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just sent my whip to on Discord. I really need to figure out my password, because that's why I can't get in it. So let's clean this up. I don't want that contamination. This is a white, but I'm gonna mix it with another color to make it the flower light. Okay, I think that's clean enough. And what I'm gonna do, everybody see. Loving the portrait. Audrey says, Helen, your picture is amazing. Says Mimi, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this with white. Okay. And then I'll bring another color. The white I'm putting is just so the other color doesn't saturate the paper with the darker color. I just want it to be really light. Let's see. Auntie, she looks like Zoe from Firefly. Let me click on that. Oh, yeah, she does. Gosh, I lost my YouTube. Oh, there it is. Okay, I need to go get my other phone so I can share those things, because I can't share it without my other phone, because I'm using one phone, my iPhone, for the chat, and I have it stuck on the wall to be able to chat. Okay, let's add another color to this. This has white, and so I guess we could go with a little bit of yellow. Yeah. Okay. Love Gina Torres. I don't know what that one is. Don says, hi Kim, I'm sorry, not saying hi to you. Militants, I missed Firefly so much. I wish Joss weren't a jerk. I don't think I know what you guys are talking about. I think I'm out of the loop. It must be a show or something. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Firefly. Zeit. Oh, Buffy? Is it Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I'm old. I don't know all that stuff. Um, okay, Millet says, yes, Firefly is a space western TV show with a movie that tired to harshly sort of tied up the plot, sort of. Sarah says, I made Jane's hat for my son. Cool. I watched it because I love Nathan Fillion, then heard that he was a jerk and the set of Castle. Why do they have to be jerks, right? And Gina Torres is the name of the actor who plays Zoe in Firefly and who looks like your page. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. Last part. Last part with the weird girl. The spade western aspect wasn't so much my jam. It was his character. Okay. All right. And I think this is a very light yellow. Very light yellow. I'm going to do a little bit of erasing. And oh gosh, oh here it is. Here it is. Okay. Oh, this needs to be charged. I used it for a long time and now it needs to be charged. Um, I need pencils. Um, shiny. Militaries, I am a left on the wind. Watch. Watch how. Okay. I don't think that one is a good one. I think I might go better with. Oh, you know what? It could have a tint of pink. Just a hint of pink. Like, like edges. Yeah. Yeah, that makes it look better. Liz Betts. Hi, Liz. Hi. It says, hello, Audrey. Message a few minutes ago, but I guess messages went by too fast. Been lurking here, doing and other things. This is looking gorgeous. I am sorry I missed you, Lisbeth. I'm sorry, yeah. Everybody's been talking a lot, and that is great, but I haven't been able to catch up with the chat. So I'm sorry if I didn't see your message. Sharon says, I had to go internet cutting. Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon. Thank you for coming. So, on the new series that I'm gonna start filming probably tomorrow, I'm gonna start filming it. And my new series about oil pastels and how I use them, and I'm gonna be concentrating on different aspects. The books, if you guys want to, if any of you have these books and wants to not follow along, it's because it's not gonna be a color along. It's gonna be more of a this is how I do it, and this can be applied to any page. That's what it's gonna be. And I'm not gonna say this is a color alone for the reason that some people might not have the book. So it is like this is how I do it, and you can apply it to any coloring book or portrait that you want. So I'm gonna be basing, yeah, more like a tutorial. I'm gonna be basing it on Christine Karen's book. So I'm gonna be using, I have 3 Christine Karen, so any of the three, my books from her, and also I have 14 books from Hannah Carlson. So those are the ones that I'm going to be using. Yeah, I don't want to do a color along for a simple reason. It means that sometimes you pick a book and not everybody has it. So no, I don't want to do color alongs. But I'm going to go and say, well, we're going to concentrate on the dark skin. So we do like, there is a one page here that I think I'm going to use for dark skin, like that one. So I can color her face in that one episode and said this is how you go about doing soft oil pastels on a dark skin, and I'll cover how to do it and then how to do the pencils on top if you really need pencils. Sometimes you don't really need them. And like I haven't put pencils on top of this one. I really don't think she needs them. And like I could do another one could be the hair, like you know, curly hair like this, or different things like flowers, how I'm gonna do a bunch of flowers with soft oil pastels, or the background, or things like that. I'm excited about that because even though a lot of people are using soft oil pastels, i think I think this is gonna help a lot of people too. Is it raining? Oh, I think it started to rain. Antichrist says, Janet, you might choose different pencils depending on the thickness of your oil pastel layers. Adry is using polish over a thin layer. With a more dense layer, polish will scratch into the pastel. It depends on how you use them because, like, this is not a very light layer of pastels. Like, I put one layer, two layers of white, and one layer of pink. So it actually has three layers. And I'm putting pencils on top. The reason why I think polish work better than any waxy, and I know there is no such thing as wax in oil, but any harder pencils versus softer pencils is because of you control a harder pencil over a layer of soft oil pastels, which is a waxy, is waxy too, better than if you put wax on top of wax. It's gonna slide, and that's not gonna work that well. So that's the reason why I say polish over soft oil pastels or Pablo's or a hard pencil. I'm so happy it's raining here. Yes. We need to get rid of this summer. We need to go into our winter. It will take some experimentation, says Chris. Also, it may depend on the pastel and the paper. The beauty, and I'm saying this, and I might sound like an old record. The beauty about soft oil pastels is that it can work on any paper. Any paper. I have found that, like good bad paper, you could put soft oil pastels on. Kim says we need rain so badly. Grass is turning yellow and crisp. Auntie Chris says, but Adri has her method figured out. Yeah, I do, and I'm loving what I'm doing. Yes, Kim, going back to the rain. Yes, we need rain badly here because it's getting too warm. Plus, this is a region that we grow coffee here. And for good coffee, we need a lot of rain. And we haven't had, we had rain the other day, a couple of days ago. But before that, it had been like a month and a half without rain. So we really need all this rain for you guys to have good coffee over there. Okay, so how does that flower looks? Okay, Janet says, I am looking forward to trying more colors. Good. Just says in the UK we had zero and it's expected rain for July. Oh gosh. Kim says we need to keep growing good coffee. Yes, we do. Um, all of our fresh is yellow. Our crops are not growing proper. Yeah. Millie says, don't mess with my coffee, Mother Nature. That's right. And we haven't had rain in a long time. This flower is looking beautiful, says Lucy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lucy says, Adri, I know you said you don't like coloring flowers, but you do them so beautiful. Actually, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret. Um, I appreciate working on flowers better now that I'm working with soft pastels. I don't, and this is just one flower. I don't like repetition. I hate repetition. So that is the reason why, if I have a page that's full of flowers, it's a daunting thing for me. Like, I don't even know where to start because I know that I'm going to have to repeat those flowers over and over and over. And I hate it. Audrey, I meant to ask you, do you feel or see any difference between the Del Green pastels and your Mungio artist? Most definitely, yes. And that's the reason, see, this is the Mungio gallery that you're talking about. When I got this ones, I got them for backgrounds because somebody on the internet was using this thing and they were saying that they were great and they were doing backgrounds, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and order it, and I ordered a little one, which is, this is 25, and I was like, yeah, let me order it. And they're not very creamy. I mean, you could see that I barely use them because they're hard. They're hard. You can use them like I have done now that I'm working with softball pastors more. Like, I can use them in smaller sections because of their how thin they are. So I can manage it better. So definitely, this is good for some things, but not for everything. But this one's my Del Green. These are buttery cream, like they melt on the paper. You don't really need to touch it much for them to blend and just go all over. And that's what I love them. And I should have ordered a bigger one, but I ordered because I was trying to replace these ones because I thought maybe this is a faulty one. So I wanted a better one, and I ordered this one, and I ordered it thinking it was going to be the same. I ordered this one, and I fell in love with them. So yeah, they're definitely different. Kim says, I don't think you hate them. I think it's when a page is full of them. Yes, exactly. It's when there's so many pages that is just overwhelming to me. So it's not that I don't like coloring flowers. It's that I don't like coloring so many flowers. This is important. Manja really creamy soft pastels are the ones in the dark box. See, I didn't know that. I now know that. When I was trying this stuff out, I didn't know that. Sorry, give me a drink. But later I found out that that's what it is. Helen says, I ordered the Monte Marte oil pastels. Helen, how are they coming out? How do you like them? Are they creamy? Are they buttery? Do they melt in the paper? I did a background in pale oil pastels, cherry blossom pink. I need to see that. Fantastic. I have a slightly larger set of manja and feel like they are very soft and creamy. I really like them. I wonder if I was just used to very hard pastels before I got those. Sarah recommended them, says. Okay. Um I ordered from Timo another set of 48 plus 4 white. So we'll see how that works. Lucy says Mangio green box is the kids one, similar to the Pantel ones. Mangio blue box is a student version. Mangio black box or really dark navy blue box is a professional and soft ones. You guys hear the rain? Can you hear it? Jess says, I just finished her hair and mine looks a lot more orangey than yours. I might try to and deepen up the shadows a bit. Wow, girl, you did it so fast. Meeting has come with a really good set of pastels. I saw that one. There's like 120. I'm not sure if that's the one. Anyway, I'm not buying any more for a while because I'm, like I say, I'm broke, so I can't buy anything. But I'm waiting for one that's 52, and that I got at Temu. Send you an Insta, Adri. Hold on, let me go get my other phone because I'm not getting any messages right now because I don't have access. Hold on, let me go get my other phone. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm getting a lot of messages. Okay, so just send me, I'm going to go through all of them. Just send me a pic. Oh, look. Oh, wow. That looks beautiful. Yeah, I think the reason why it looks more red, but it looks beautiful, is because you don't have as much dark spaces as mine. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Let me see it on the screen to see if it's showing. Like, you see the difference? Mine has more darker. But yeah, that's why it looks more reddish. But it looks amazing. It does. It looks great. Uh-huh. I'm loving it, Jess. I'm loving it. What happened to my chat? There. Let me read the chat. I got behind. Okay. Antika says, the only softer oil pastels I have is the white Sennelier. And that is basically a half melted stick of butter. Janet said, oh, heck. Sorry, I can't type. That's okay. And Lucy says, Chris Haya pastels are almost identical to Sennelier. Auntie Chris says, Lucy, I have been looking at Meeting set. I've been pretty impressed by Meeting products so far. I have the Meeting gouge paint, but I haven't used that much. Helen says, just send you a picture. Okay, I'll get it in a second. Let me look. Let's find her Helen picture. Is it this one? Oh, this is the background you said you did. That's good. You just need to blend it a little more, but it's good. What are you using to blend, Helen? I like it. I just think that just a little more blending and it will be great. Let's see. Janet said, I got Article Soft Touch. Yes, I just saw your picture. Yeah. I like Article All Pastel, says Lucy. I only have a small fluorescent set. Lucy says, and Helen said, I need Kristen Carroll book. Okay, so somebody else sent me a picture. Let's see. Okay, so Sarah sent me a picture and she did the skin and it looks lovely. She did this green skin for which is this for collaboration, Sarah, or is it just for you? I love it. I love it. It's a green skin. I love it. Uh, Lucy says, Live Wish and Mitten felt identical to me. They have few different brands on my art class and I play with them to compare. And Jess says, I am doing another layer of a darker tone. Good. Um, and I got so behind in the chat. Um, yes, I just saw yours, Sarah. Lucy said, article is not super hard, just slightly firmer than Mitten and Light Wish. This is amazing, Sarah. I love it. I love it. I know that you work on this because you had told me before. And it's great. And I love the background. I really do love that background. And the hair, yeah. Anybody else has sent me pictures? Oh, Jeanette sent me pictures. Okay, so this is the one that Jeanette is working on. Oh, I see what you're saying, Jeanette. I see that. I love it. You just need to start mixing it more and doing the darker areas. Yeah, but you're going great. I mean, you're doing great. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's all for pictures right now. You have any more pictures, just send me and let me know. Everybody's doing so good on their pictures. Warm goes a long way for sustaining firm pastel. Yeah. Winter makes them harder. Summer makes them smushy. It was my first attempt. It's fine because you're doing great. You just need to do more layers. Let me see. I think this could work. There. Yeah, I think Janet is on the right track. You're doing super good. If you deepen in shadows to the side, and it'll be amazing. I mean, it's already looking amazing. So we need these three leaves, and I'm thinking I'm going with the same pencils. What do you think? So I've got these three, and I should base it. I should base it with a green. Let's see. This is why I get my stuff dirty, because I do that. I put pencils on top of my book. Helen says, which would you say is your favorite Christine Karen book right now, Adri? My, you didn't say it right now, but I'm saying right now. Uh, it's very difficult to pick. But at this very moment, Wondrous Folk is my favorite. And there's two reasons. One is, one is, very important reason. It was gifted to me by Sarah. So that already puts it on top. Two, there's a lot of more bigger faces like that, bigger faces that I could work on. And three, it's just a beautiful book all around. Just says, good question for all of the chat. Go ahead. My favorite is Little Folk right now. Good. I love Little Folk. I mean, I love them all, so that's why it's very difficult for me to say I love this one more than the other one, because they're all three of them are excellent, beautiful books. The reason why Wondrous Folk comes on top is because one is my newest. Your newest is always going to be your fave, I think, for a while. And two is because it has such a special place in my heart because it was gifted to me by Sarah. So that already puts it on the top. I only have Wondrous Folk, so that's my favorite now. Yeah. Helen says, okay, nice. I like the different opinions. Gifted books are always the best books, right? And for so many reasons. Auntie Chris says, I don't have any Christine Karen books, but I like the look of the Little Folk. Tiny Folk. Yeah, Little Folk is the name. Yeah, I love that one. That was the first one that I bought. Was it the first one? Yeah, the first one I bought. I have only bought one. I got three. What's the name of the other one? I forgot. Oh gosh, what is the name of the other? It's Little Folk, is Wondrous Folk, and then the other one. What's the name? Anybody knows the other name of the book? Anyway, that one was gifted to me by a friend in the United States. Wildflower Folk, yeah, that one. So that one was gifted to me. But the first one that I bought was Little Folk. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm gonna show you something here. You see how it got muddy because I put the colors in the wrong way? Okay, I'm gonna fix that. It just says the Little Folk has more the cutest big eye young girls. One just Folk has more realistic looking woman, and while Flower Folk says a mix of both. Right. That's why I feel like they're different. You're right. Like Little Folk has a lot of cutesy stuff, like beautiful little girls with big eyes and super cute expressions. And oh gosh, you no, what I do. Let me lift this up. I needed to clean it up. Didn't clean it. Darn it! I didn't clean it. Ugh. And so Little Folk has a lot of the cutesy stuff. And then Wildflower Folk has more of a fantasy. It has a lot of the fantasy um, theme in it. And then Wondrous Folk has a lot of more mature women, more of the realistic women that we see right now. There you go, fixed it. So depending on your preference or her style will depend on which is your favorite. Yep. I want to finish at least the leaves before I cut off the live stream. If you guys don't mind hanging out with me a little while longer, since I started late. Okay, so let's do this one. I may watch some flips of all three, but I'm only limited by now. Yeah, so they will have to wait. Maybe I'm saying maybe when it comes to Black Friday, we might get some good sales. How you coming along, Jess? Helen says, I can't wait that long. Oh, just send you an updated picture. Okay, let me look at it. Okay. Oh gosh, Jess, this is looking so pretty. Look at that. This is gorgeous. I see you dipping up like this side. I could see that you got more darker areas. Like that. Like in here. You got more darker areas. This is looking amazing. I love it. And you're so fast. Did you base with alcohol markers first? Or did you went straight to the paper? Mimi says, wow, Audrey, that's just stunning. Thank you, Mimi. I mean, Jess is doing such a beautiful job. I mean, such a beautiful job. I usually don't do a background, but I think this time I'm going to try to do a background because I have stained so much around it. Yes. Working these two leaves over here. Just says, just straight pencils. I really don't want to use alcohol markers in this book. Yeah, all the credit for the hair combo goes to Audrey. Thank you for the credit. I mean, it's not really a credit. I just grabbed whatever four pencils I could find that was dark. I look for I look on Pinterest for African colors because of her dark skin, and I was actually I asked yesterday at Lucy's chat what color should I do her hair, and I was thinking of a purple, but I decided to against it because I thought it was going to be too much, and so I look for more of a traditional African colors, and those colors came up, so that's why I did it. Helen says I ask Copilot for combos sometimes. Just says, I don't know about you, but the top scares me. Yes, but I'm thinking I'm going to do for the top, for this part, I'm thinking I'm going to put a base of color like, and then go on top with glitter pens, just as her earrings. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because that, I don't know how to else to go about it. Helen says it's pretty decent and it gives you step by step. Okay. I never used that one, Helen. Helen says it's just an AI chat box like a chat GPT. Oh, okay. I don't even know if I have top messages. Okay. My workplace pushes is used all the time, so I use it more in my coloring than I do at work. You know, whether we like it or not, AI is almost on everything that we use now. Like, do you guys know that Photoshop is also run by AI now? That Canvas is also has built-in AI in it. We can't get away from it. Everything does, yes. Everything has AI built in it. Our phones are AI now. When you take a picture, it automatically turns into AI. We're not going to be able to get away with it from it. No matter how much we get our panties up in a knot, it's a tool just like the internet. Correct. You're so correct, Lucy. But you will, like Jess says, we need to learn how to use the tool. And I have this example of how I look at it, how I look AI. And I'm not talking about ChatGPT, about Gemini. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the regular use of AI. Like it's already being used by every company, everything. But let me give you an example of how I see it. And this is from the perspective of an engineer, because you got to know that I am an engineer, so I'm going to look at everything in life in an engineer perspective. When I was working for an engineering company as an electrical engineer, I had to have knowledge of engineering. Like, if I was going to design an electrical system for a hospital, then I needed to know the codes for hospital codes so I could comply with NEC, with all of those codes, so it wouldn't get flagged during construction. But in the old days, drafting of plans were done by hand. Okay, so people learn it and immediately apply it, like I'm doing here, like grab a pen, like I'm doing here for coloring, and put it on the paper and made the plans and engineering plans and electrical plans. And then they were called blueprints because they were done on with a machine that had this blue ink that will get all over you, and that's why they were called blueprints. And I'm just giving you a background so you understand my perspective of AI. So as time went on and the computer era came in, then there were programs called softwares that we started using for engineering. And when I was an engineer, I used a program called Design Master. Okay, so Design Master is a program, a software, which is basically AI because you teach the software. And I'm talking about this 10, 15 years ago when I started, maybe 20 years ago when I started designing with Design Master. Okay, so it's a software which is the same as AI because it's in a computer and it learns from you. But the thing is that it's a tool, and you had to have the knowledge to input your stuff in there. So once you have the knowledge, you can input it into the software to get the results that you want. Because if you don't have it, then you cannot input it into the software to have a good result. It will come out like in engineering says, and excuse my French, in engineering language, you say, crap goes in, crap goes out. So that means if you don't know what you're doing, then you're doing things wrong. And no matter how many good tools you have, you're never going to have a good product. So to use AI, you need to learn how to use it to your benefit. And once you do that and use it as a tool, then I think we're going to start feeling better about AI. That is my thought, and that is my opinion, and that is my opinion only. That's it. Okay. And Helen says, Robert was just predicting the future. Yes. Gotta run. Have a good day. Thank you. And Helen says, absolutely. So yeah, if you don't know how to use the tool, you're not gonna get good results, and things are gonna get crappy, and you're just not, and just not going to. I mean, the world is gonna progress no matter what our opinions are. It's gonna continue no matter what we think of it. I think that's a very fair opinion, Jess. Okay, I think that's all I can do for today. I had gone over 10 minutes already, which actually not 10 minutes because I started late. But I like the results. She's looking beautiful. She is looking great. Let me do something here. I need to do something here. Hold on. I think I could come up with this pencil right here. Okay, Helen says, and companies need to teach people how to use the tools they pump out instead of leaving people to self-teach. Yeah. The world will continue based on how we feed it economically. Yeah. Sarah says she is incredible, Audrey. Thank you. Yeah. And there's always, the thing is that no matter how much we want it, it's always going to be about profit. Always. We cannot change that. It's always going to be about profits. One of the things that we used to say at the office, when we wanted to do something, they will tell us, okay, if you want to do that in your plans, you need to tell them what is the profit, bottom line, how much is going to make you, because no matter how good your solution is, if you're not showing them real numbers, they're not going to go for it. And that's the thing. And they're always going to go for money. They're always going to do that. It's not right, but that's the way it is. She looks stunning, says Jess. Thank you. Thank you, Mimi. We can change the behavior of a company only by doing one thing to hurt the profit. Right. That's the only way we can change the behavior. Unfortunately, that is the only way. I love the way this one is coming. Now, I'm not sure what to do with the background, but I'm going to have to because I have a mess to the sides. Like, it really is dirty. Let me see. Can you see that? Really is dirty. Oh, my pen. My pencil fell. That's going to be crappy. And she looks gorgeous, says Helen. Thank you. All right, guys, girls, my dear friends, my peeps, my beautiful girls, and boy, if Alex is still here too. Oh no, he went to bed. He said he needed to go to bed. Thank you. This was an amazing hangout, and I cannot wait for Sunday. And also, if you haven't watched my video on soft oil pastels, is there to be watched. So thank you if you can go and watch it, because I really love and put all my heart into making that video, and it's doing great, but I would love more people to watch it. Thank you for coming, and we'll talk later. Bye. Ciao.